ব্রেকটা দিব জাস্ট 5টা নামাজ 5:15 শুরু করে দিব। আছে পয়েন্টার আছে? আমরা শুরু করি। কতজন আছে এখন? 1 2 3 9%। আমাদের নাম্বার পার্টিসিপেন্ট 29 না 28। আমাদের নর্মালি অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স কত? দুটা ক্লাস তো হয়েছে তাই না? কতজনের অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স? একটা হয়েছে, দুটা হচ্ছে। আচ্ছা, কতজন করে অ্যাটেন্ড করেছিল প্রথম দুটা সেশনে? 19 থেকে 20। তার মানে আমরা আশা করতে পারি আজকে 19 থেকে 20 হবে। আচ্ছা, না অফিস নাই। আচ্ছা, I like আমরা শুরু করব আজকে। সো ওয়েলকাম টু দিস সেশন। A very good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum. So first of all, today is the third session, and basically my part is belongs to the global supply chain management. আমরা আজকে যেহেতু শুরুতে আছে, we'll take the introduction. So I'll take your introduction. At first, I'd like to know about you. So I'd like to know the three things from you. First of all, your academic background, your earlier academic background, your professional background. I believe that you are more professional. You have lots of experience. You have to match the current your organization name and your position, as well as the previous experiences, so that we can understand that how you are involved in the industry. And finally, we like to know that why you are taking this course. So this is a very interesting thing that ICMAB, the professional people, they like to know about supply chain management. So at least something in your mind, we like to know your mindset. Okay. So basically, we like to know the three things: academic background, your professional experience, professional background, and then finally, your interest about this course, why you like to enroll for this course. So we like to start from here, please. Working with people pharmaceutical as cost management, in thinking, I am working with that I am working with. And then last one, course part, the course knowledge with. And also completed my LLB this two professional. One is ICMAB and third one. It's very interesting and related with my job. Take the control my inventory. Every process must be with my first presentation come to my text. That is what I am
rate, how inventory the situation is now, and expectation, presentation, quantity will also be. And I complete my detailed work, one sheet for costing and the sheet for unit. How much forecast and from an less than 3 months or 1 year. Then I complete the calculation. Colleagues that actually the quantity actually need or not. How much quantity? Suppose marketing keep tell me that I need analyze that if I process expectation going beyond. So I always want to keep the level. Suppose air shipment I also months. And then I can go with my cost. So I believe that it's also a regulated, also interesting that now mostly like you people are coming to, and I know from your side and this my knowledge as a person.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So I'd like to know three things from you: your academic background, professional background, and your interest for this course, please. Okay, thank you. You can do one thing. You have the WhatsApp group, right? You just give the message that we already started the class. So as soon as possible, please join. Please, next, please.
Sales scaling. Completed my graduation in accounting from the government college. After saying related to my work nature, department and commercial, every document goes through my desk.
Come here.
For this reason, I chose this training, develop and enhance my knowledge for controlling their activities. That's why I am here.
Okay. Please.
Planning our professional background with এখানে ICMAB আগে আমি গ্রাজুয়েশন পোস্ট গ্রাজুয়েশন কমপ্লিট করেছি সাপ্লাই চেইন বেসিক্যালি সবাই বলবো যে আমরা অ্যাকাউন্টস এর সাথে রিলেভেন্ট আমরা যারা আছি সাপ্লাই চেইনের সাথে রিলেটেড আমরা হ্যাঁ হয়তো ডিরেক্টলি ফিল্ড লেভেল কাজের সাথে এনগেজমেন্ট আমাদের থাকে না ওভারঅল একটা ওভারঅল প্রাইসিং ডিসিশন অফ ওভারঅল ডিসিশন মেকিং প্রসেসে কোনো না কোনো জায়গায় আমাদের একটা ইনভলভমেন্ট থাকে তো ডেফিনেটলি এই কোর্সটা করার পেছনে এটা একটা রিজন যে সাপ্লাই চেইনের টার্মস টার্মিনোলজি গুলো অ্যাকচুয়ালি স্ট্যান্ডার্ড প্র্যাকটিসটা কি হওয়া উচিত আমরা যেখানে কাজ করছি সেখানে প্র্যাকটিসটা হচ্ছে এটাকে যাতে আমরা নিজেরা আরেকটু ড্রাফট করতে পারি বিকজ অফ যেহেতু এটা আমাদের কোর সাবজেক্ট না তো আমরা হয়তো অনেক সময়ই হচ্ছে আমাদের এক্সিস্টিং সেটআপের প্র্যাকটিসের উপরই ডিপেন্ডস করে এক্সিস্টিং প্র্যাকটিসের উপর ডিপেন্ডস করে তো এটা যখন আমি জানি ডেফিনেটলি মানে এখান থেকে হয়তো কোনো একটা নলেজ কোনো একটা জিনিস এই জিনিসটা আমরা জানবো যেটা হচ্ছে যেহেতু আমরা ইনভলভ আছি সাপ্লাই চেইন প্রসেসের সাথে ডিরেক্টলি না হোক ইনডিরেক্টলি তো এটা হয়তো স্ট্যান্ডার্ড প্র্যাকটিস সেটিং আমাদের কাজে লাগে দ্যাটস ওয়াই
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I want to learn supply chain basic concept. We accounting work with. I want to know the how this actually happens. What is the mechanism? How actually we make decisions regarding supply chain management. That's why I'm interested.
Thank you. একটু লাউডলি বলি আমরা। আর থ্যাংক ইউ। ক্যান ইউ কাম ফরওয়ার্ড? আমরা একটু সামনে চলে আসছি, পিছনে না যাই। সামনে জায়গা থাকলে আমরা সামনে বসি। আরো সামনে আছে, সিট আছে তো। প্লিজ নেক্সট।
ঠিক আছে, আমার around 20 years of experience। এর আগে আমি একটা কমার্শিয়াল ডিপার্টমেন্টে ছিলাম। একটা নলেজ আসলে এখন বেশ
আচ্ছা,
এবং এখানে অনেক বড় আনুষ্ঠানিকভাবে কিভাবে প্রসেস হয়। এমনি আমরা জানি যে ইনভেন্টরি সোর্সিং থেকে শুরু করে ডিস্ট্রিবিউশন পর্যন্ত, এটা বইয়ে কিভাবে আসে, এটা আমার সেম ফাইন্যান্স হিসাবে আমার কন্ট্রোলটা।
থ্যাংক ইউ। So how many years of experience in your industry experience?
Actually, I have 24 years in LPG and appliance related experience. Before that, I was for a garment industry.
Okay.
And I also work for a consultancy firm under various
থ্যাংক ইউ। প্লিজ কাম ফরওয়ার্ড প্লিজ। এদিকে জায়গা আছে, আমরা সামনে চলে আসি। একটু সামনে চলে আসি সবাই প্লিজ।
I'm working in Samsung Electronic Power Company. So my full evening is finance. So the interest why I work in a trading firm where actually I take some almost like most of it actually globally supply chain has become very vital. I just want to where my domain is.
So how many years of experience in the industry? 20 years. Okay. Next. বাকি আছে কি তাহলে? সবই তো করে ফেলছি। Thank you. Thank you so much. Next. Please. Adding more values. Adding more values. আর কেউ কি বাকি আছে? Anybody else? Oh, please, please, please.
Thirdly, I have PhD. And 16 years experience.
Academic background. Okay, thank you. So now why you like to take this one? Yeah. Mhm. Did you inform the WhatsApp group? Okay. Thank you. Can you come forward, please? Forward, forward. Empty space আছে তো, আমরা সামনে চলে আসি। হ্যাঁ, এখানে এসে দেখা যাচ্ছে, এখানে দেখা যাচ্ছে, I can see. এখানে আছে। No problem. How many participants now? 17, right? I think they're almost regular students there, right? Yeah, so no problem. No problem. So now you can introduce yourself, or you can mention your academic background, professional experience, and why you like to interest for this course. Have a seat, have a seat.
Mohammad Abdul Sir. I am from Bangladesh Krishi Bank, financial analyst. I am working. Actually, I have no particular interest, not such region to join this program. Just wanted to know what is supply chain management, why now I hear a lot of word about supply chain management, core of industry. So I have come here to listen to what to do.
Okay.
And sir, he's my friend from Kuwali Bank. So he's not member. He's come with me.
Oh, just for visit?
Yes.
Oh, that's fine. Oh, that's fine. Okay. So he can join without the registration? I'm not sure.
Yes, sir.
Can, right? So you can introduce yourself. Okay, so thank you so much. I'm so much delighted to introduce with you. And now this is the time for me, I should introduce myself. Before starting my introduction, I'd like to say something. First of all, as you understand, is now we already started our session. And today is a Friday. And we have the Maghrib prayer on 6:40. So I'll finish the class before Maghrib prayer. So I'll give you the one short break for the Asr prayer around 5:15. So I'd like to request during the time when we are in the class time, I need your full cooperation. So first of all, I'd like to request you can silent mode of your mobile device. And my request is that during the lecture time, do not look at your device. I know that you're a very busy person, very professional person. You're a family person as well, Friday. But if you give your concentration there, you cannot get the concentration of the class lectures. Okay. I always request everyone in the world when I deliver the lecture that when you are in the class, you have to be try to attentive. Create your own environment because you understand, because this is also important for you, professional, personal life. But you have to create your own environment for the significance of this class. So keep your mobile in the silent mode and try to avoid this phone in the class time. And another one thing I'd like to request, whatever we discussed today, you will get the PowerPoint slide, but I believe that PowerPoint slide is not sufficient. So you have to write in your script. So আমাদের খাতা লেখা থাকলে at least you can rethink it. Because I believe you are very mature, you know better than me, and your experience also definitely the highly appreciable. But I'm here not to deliver the lecture. I'm here to do some brainstorming with you. I'm here to discuss something so that you have to enlighten your thinking. My job to add more values in your thinking, so that you can think how you can apply in the supply chain management in the professional field. So our main target that whatever today we'll get the idea, knowledge, you have to apply in a practical field. Again, I remind you, you're very highly professional people. Your knowledge is already up to the standard. So you like to add more values. So that's why you have to be more serious during the lecture time. You already noticed my name. This is Professor Dr. Mamun Habib. You know, if when I deliver any lecture anywhere in the world, if anyone asks me about myself, I always mention one thing, that you are familiar with the Google, right? We are now in the smart Bangladesh, right? So I like to request that you can go to the Google and you have to explore me. So today I'll do the same thing for you. Everybody have a smart device. So why not you can apply the smart device today? So I'm giving you the 3 minutes. So please go to the Google and explore me. And you know how can you explore, right? So write down my name in the Google search option and explore me. After 3 minutes, I'll come back to you. Within the 3 minutes, if you have any question, you have to be ready. You can ask me after 3 minutes. Okay? So please, you can explore me from the Google. Thank you. Utilize your smart device. Stop searching. 3 minutes past. Okay, now, this is the, I already mentioned, this is my name. So now I believe that you already explored me. Do you have any question about me? Okay. Basically, supply chain management, only one area. You can see this area in the business. You can see this area in the science. You can see this area in the engineering. And it is the one, you can see the supply chain management in the industry and engineering. You can see the supply chain management in the operations management under the School of Business. So it is internationally supply chain management basically under the industrial engineering. But in our South Asian countries, supply chain management you can see in the under the School of Business. So as what you are asking the question, I think you got the answer that my undergrad from engineering, so my master's and PhD in this computer engineering management. So during the master's level, there is one course of supply chain management. And definitely we got some idea about this one in the during the undergraduate level. There is one course of the IP, Industrial Production Engineering. But due to the interest from my supervisor, and I have got some interest, that's why I'm planning that I should do my PhD in supply chain management. But if you look very carefully, my profile, when I involved in the University of Texas Arlington, USA, that is a part of the industrial engineering, supply chain management part of that. But when it is like the Bangladesh School of Business, then it is belongs to the independent university under the School of Business. Again, if you look in Philippines, PUP, that is involved in industrial engineering. Again, that Malaysia, Graduate School of Business, University Tun Abdul Razak, that is belongs to School of Business. So you can see the mixed experience everywhere. But I would like to request, this is another key point. That's why you have to know the supply chain management. Because you are the finance people, you are the accounting people, right? You have to work with the engineering people, you have to work with the business people. If you have this knowledge, at least the basic knowledge, we don't want to become the expert on that. If you have this basic knowledge supply chain management, it will add more values in your professional field. Okay, thank you. Any other question? Please.
We have heard about visiting professor. We have heard visiting scientist.
Basically, visiting scientist is research based. Means I am involved with the research project, and I am involved with the research PhD supervision. All of the research work, not like the regular daily conducting the lecture, something like that. Next. One more question. No question. It's good. That means you explored me. That is my introduction. Finish. I like to request, not only for me, you have to remember, you are the technology advancement. And I always mention our kids, they're more advanced if you compare with us. Our technology আমাদের চেয়ে বেশি বুঝে, ভালো বুঝে, please. So what we have to do when you go anywhere in the world, if you have any professional meeting, any kind of meeting with anyone, I always request everyone, before going to the meeting, you have to explore the person. Who is that? And then you have to join the meeting. It is the way to know the people. So today, what do you practice? It is one of the practice I like to because you have to apply everywhere in the world. Okay. When I join anywhere in the world, any meeting, before joining the meeting, I like to check the name at first, explore the profile. And then you have to take seats. That means you have some idea who is that. Other you have no idea, you are sharing yourself, and then you understood he is better than you, his knowledge better than you will feel shy. So no need to create this environment. It's better at first explore the profile. So you have to apply this one from now to onward in a personal and professional field. Okay? Okay. So today, আমরা আগেও বলেছি আজকে আমাদের যেহেতু সাপ্লাই চেইন ম্যানেজমেন্ট, আমি আসলে এই লেকচারটা দেওয়ার কথা ছিল নেক্সট মান্থে, এবং কিছু দূর আলোচনা হয়ে যাওয়ার পরে কিন্তু next month inshallah I'll be in the Hajj, so that's why I have to deliver this lecture earlier. It's a special arrangement from the Maqsood Bhai that is better to actually deliver the lecture earlier. So I like to touch supply chain management first, then we have to go to the global supply chain. If anybody asks you what is supply chain, very basic, because I again remind you, you are the professional in the accounting finance. So how you can understand supply chain? This is one chain. This is one chain that will start from supplier end, finish to customer end. Done, supply chain. Again, repeat. This is one chain that will start from supplier end, finish to the customer end. You can see this one we mentioned here, the supplier and customer, the second one. And now come to the next question. I said this is one chain. You start from supplier and finish the customer end. From supplier end, you have to collect the raw materials. And after the processing, finished product will deliver to the customer end. So now you got the another two things. Raw materials from supplier end, after the processing, finished product to the customer end. Okay. I believe you are already familiar with this one, but I'm explaining, listen very carefully, so that you can apply anywhere in the world. The third one, I say the chain, right? So I said all the raw materials, finished product. So when you have this kind of things, you have to remember the flow of goods, flow of information, flow of fund, from the supplier to customer, from the raw materials to finished product. So I said the three flow here: flow of goods, flow of information, flow of fund. And that is something fund, money. That is your area, finance and accounting area. So it means that you have to know. Now you have to deal with the finance, you have to deal with the money, but it is not clear to you what is supply chain. This is the reason, that's why you have to know this one. And nowadays, without the knowledge of supply chain management, nobody can do any business. So you have to know this one. But it's another discussion how you can ensure the flow of goods from supplier to customer, how you have to ensure that the flow of information from supplier to customer, how you have to ensure the flow of fund, flow of money from supplier to customer. We'll discuss later on, not today. You have a different lecture for this one, you will get the better idea. So now come to the point, when you think of any supply chain management, what of the manufacturing industry, what of the service industry? You are familiar, manufacturing industry means suppose very basic one, the ready-made garments industry, textile industry, some vegetable industry, poultry industry, so on. Even the service industry, like hospital supply chain management, educational supply chain management, banking industry supply chain management, tourism supply chain management. You have to remember the three basic entities. So any industry, just you have to confirm the three basic entities. So that means you have to start in this way. You have to know at first the raw materials, finished product, supplier, customer. Raw materials come from supplier end. After the processing, finished product dealt with the customer end. And flow of goods, flow of information, and flow of fund from supplier to customer. I like to give you the very basic example. See, sir, can I take it? This is a drinking water. Okay. Can you come forward if you want? There is space. You see, water bottle supply chain management. Think. So that means you need the water at first. So you have to collect this water from somewhere, right? Supplier. Water supplier. Right? And do you think that you can use all kind of water? No. There's a purification, other things, mechanism. We are talking about the flow of goods. We are talking about the flow of goods. So then the flow now is the water you have to flow. So you have to maintain some mechanism to ensure that like the purification, other things. You need the bottle. So again, supplier, from where you have to collect. And then you have to need the size. Based on the price, it will be changed, right? Small size, large size, medium size. And then leveling. Then you see that the other things, right? That this one, the cork of this one, something like that. And then date of manufacturing, other leveling, you have to do then packaging, other things. So now you have to start to think the water supply chain management. Thank you. You got the point? You are sitting in the chair, right? Chair supply chain management. Start to think. You see what kind of chair, right? Rexin, right? Rexin, right? You see there's some screw. So you have to collect. There's a wood also, right? There's some little bit wood also. Wood, steel also there. So now you have to decide. It will be the best of wood, the combined, mixed or no. Then same. You have to think the raw materials. You have to think the suppliers. You have to collect. Then you have to assemble. Then there is a color and other things. There is some screw. There is some of the wheel and other things. Right? Then you have to assemble. It is a finished product. You are sitting, you are thinking this is a finished product, but it comes from there. So it means that you can apply the supply chain management in your regular life. You can apply the supply chain management in your personal life, professional life. You got the point? I like to make the more easy example, the practical example you can see. Say, did you notice one thing is that when you go to you are familiar with the Agora, Mina Bazaar, Shopno, right? Suppose you are going to the Agora, any outlet, say Farmgate Agora, and you like to purchase, packet vegetable, কয়েকটা ভেজিটেবল মিক্স করা থাকে, একটা প্যাকেট ভেজিটেবল, যেগুলো একদম এন্ট্রান্সে থাকে, প্রসেস করা থাকে, জাস্ট প্লাস্টিক ব্যাগ দিয়ে থাকে। বা ইন্টারন্যাশনাল এটা থাকে হচ্ছে ক্যান্ড ভেজিটেবল বলে, বাংলাদেশে এটা হচ্ছে প্লাস্টিকের মধ্যে থাকে। এখন আমরা তো ওখানে গিয়ে ইউ আর গোয়িং টু দ্য লাইক আগ্রা অর মিনা বাজার স্বপ্ন এন্ড ইউ লাইক টু পারচেজ। So this is a packet vegetable, is a finished product. But now come to the point. Say Agora, they have to collect the raw vegetables. So that means they have the one team, one unit. Those are responsible to collect these raw vegetables from the village area, from the farmers. This again supplier. So they have to collect the raw vegetables from there, from the village people, from farmers, and then they have to cut, wash, and then there is some of the processing, sizing, and there's a chemical something they're adding due to make sure that in a few hours it should be the fresh. And then they have to the packaging, the labeling, marking, everything. Right? So raw vegetables, they're collecting from the village people, farmers. And when you're collecting the packet vegetable, it is a finished product, you're collecting from the Agora. Right? This is a vegetable supply chain. Got it? So now come to the point is that what I said here, look, we mention here, you see that raw materials will come from supply, what you said earlier. Finished product delivered to the customer, done. And then you have to notice the flow of goods, flow of information, flow of fund within this one. I did not say anything of the manufacturer, distributor, retailer, right? I did not say anything. Manufacturer means factory, processing center, something like that. Distribution center means those are responsible for the distribution from one side to another side. And the retailer means outlet, where you have to go collect the product. I said the Agora is a retailer, outlet, like Mina Bazaar shop. And now come to the question is that the manufacturer, distributor, retailer, it will be available or not. It depends on the your production capacity. It depends on the size of the business. I like to give you a very easy example so that you can think. Just again, I remind you, you are already highly professional people, and you know your area better than me. But my job is that I like to add something from the supply chain area so that you can rethink. You know what I said? That suppose we are assuming here, who is the youngest here? He is the youngest. Everybody look at you. Why? So, okay. No problem. So you're the youngest one, right? Now he is planning. You like to do the new business. You know that usually the fresh graduate, they have lots of innovation, but then day by day it is collapsed, and finally nothing in their brain. So where they will be there, they will be like that. So sorry, please, it's the reality. So now he is planning. He would like to become the entrepreneur. He is thinking he would like to do the business. What kind of business? Pharmaceutical industry. He like to create the new pharmaceutical industry. So you understand the medicine. He decided that his plan is that pharmaceutical industry, so the medicine company. Initially, his production capacity 500 medicine. Initially, his production capacity 500 medicine. Look very carefully. So he decided you want a small factory. So you have to he has to create the one factory, small factory. You understand 500 medicine, very small plant, right? And how many customers? Say maybe 300 to 400 customers. One customer will collect maybe 2 or 3 medicine. He decided, okay, so I can invite the customer. They can come to the factory directly and collect the medicine from there. You understand what is his target? Because only just 500 medicine capacity, 300, 400 customers, so no need another place. So now come to the question, his production capacity 500 medicine, and now his supply chain will be, supplier will be there, and then manufacturing means his factory, and the customer will come to the factory directly, they will collect the product from there. So his supply chain, supplier, manufacturer, and then customer. Finish. And now, what's your name, please? Sanaullah. Mr. Sanaullah, he is thinking, that I like to expand the business. Now his production capacity is say 5,000. So he like to increase the machine. So now his production capacity 5,000. Earlier it was the 500. So now you understand. Maybe he has to be there like 4,000 customer around 4,500 customers. It is not possible. He will invite all customers to come to the factory, collect the medicine from there. So what he decided that better, I need the another place where I have to send the all medicine there, and the customer will come to there and they'll collect from there. So that is, we call it the outlet retailer. So now his production capacity 5,000 medicine. So what is the supply chain? Supplier, manufacturer, retailer, customer. Right? And now he's doing a very good business. After 2 years, he's planning, I have to increase the capacity. Now he's taking the risks. Now 5,000, earlier it was 5,000. Now he's planning for the 50,000. Now his production capacity 50,000 medicine. Look very carefully. 500, 5,000, 50,000. So now we understand 50,000 medicine production capacity. He decided, okay, maybe I can keep the one factory, no problem. I can increase the machine, but one factory is enough. Then I have to divide this production in the two way. So the whole country, I can divide the two segment. One is the southern side and the northern side. The southern side, the one distribution center, northern side, another distribution center. So after the production, 50,000 medicine will be divided. You send the 25,000 the products to the southern side distribution center, another 25,000 for the northern side. So what he will do now, after the production, he'll divide 25,000 will go to the southern side, another 25,000 will go to the northern side. Two distribution centers. And now one distribution center in the southern side, they have the 25,000 medicine. So they have, suppose, 5 retailers, say. So they are responsible to send the 25,000 products to the retailers. They have five retailers. So each retailer will get the 5,000. So 5,000 means 25,000 finish. Northern side the same way. There are distribution center, they're responsible to distribute the 25,000 medicine. And they have also the 5 retailers. So they decided that equal distribution, like 5,000 will get each retailer will get the 5,000. So now you understand. This is the 5 retailers here. Here are the 5 retailers. So how many retailers? 10 retailers. Done. Now customers, they will come to the 10 retailers. They'll collect the product from there. So now if I ask you, his production capacity 50,000 medicine, and his supply chain now, supplier, manufacturer, distributor, retailer, and customer. Do you remember? His initialization 500, then 5,000, then 50,000. His supply chain also changed. So it means that whether the manufacturer, distributor, retailer will be available or not, depends on the size of the production capacity, size of the business. I can give you the one global example. Say, suppose the Tesco or Walmart. If you look very carefully, Tesco and Walmart, every state, they have the one distribution center. And every state, at least a few retailers. So if you go to the UK, you can see this one. Sometimes a very small Tesco, sometimes very large Tesco. So now you have to differentiate. Large one means distributor. Small one means retailer. So that means they are following that one concept. That the supplier, manufacturer, distributor, retailer, and customer. And what I said is a basic supply chain, not the complex supply chain. But practically when you work, you can see the very complex supply chain. What kind of? You remember earlier, just now you said vegetable supply chain. What I said that fresh vegetable will be collected early in the morning. Suppose the agoras, they have a staff, they will go to the village, they will collect this one. But just now you can think, agora people, they will collect the raw vegetables. We call it the raw materials, right? And now they'll collect this from the village people for farmers. But farmers, they will produce these raw vegetables from the seeds, right? So there's another body, right? Suppliers of the seeds. বীজ সাপ্লায়ার অফ দ্য সিডস কি ধরনের সিডস হবে না এটা কিন্তু আলাদা মেকানিজম ওটার বেস করে বাকিটা হবে আমি কিন্তু অত কোনো বলি না আমি শুরু করেছি কিন্তু ওখান থেকে ফার্মার থেকে কালেক্ট করবে দ্যাট মিনস দ্যার ইজ অ্যানাদার বডি সাপ্লায়ার্স অফ সাপ্লায়ার there is another body suppliers of supplier. Somebody called it ultimate supplier, somebody called it the first tier supplier, something like that. So you see, you can see the changing. Come to the next one. We said the customer, right? So suppose he's a small businessman. Please don't mind.
Right.
So now he's collecting the materials from the Upujela area. Upujela area is Shopno. So usually he's taking a lot of materials, and he is a small shop in his village. So I understand he is collecting the materials, products from the Upujela shop, no, and then he is keeping this product in the village area. So earlier we said he is a customer, right? And now when he has a small shop in his village people, they will collect the products from his shop, small shop, right? So now you can see another customer, right? So that is that customers of customer. We called it ultimate customer. Ultimate customer. Excuse me, we'll give you the break after 50 minutes. Then you can join, no problem. There is another body, customers of customer. You see, ultimate customer. So what I said that what I mentioned today, the basic supply chain very basic, but you can see the complex supply chain based on this one. So I just give you some examples so they can think. And now we'd like to see this supply chain in the service industry. Can you imagine service industry? I already mentioned that some hospital supply chain, tourism supply chain. I said that the banking industry supply chain, education supply chain, something like that. Okay. And if you look very carefully, I said earlier 3 basic entities, right? Supplier, and then customer, raw materials, finished product, right? Okay. And now come to the point is that I can give the one example so that you can understand. Hospital supply chain. Now you're in the hospital, okay, hospital supply chain. Start to think. Who will be the raw materials? Patient. So the patient, they will be the raw materials in the hospital. Come to the next one, service provider. Who are the service provider? Hospital. So hospital means doctor, nurse, the X-ray, pathological department, everything involved. The whole hospital is involved. Okay. And who are the finished product? Again, patient, but form is different. We call it recovered patient, or maybe you can say healthy patient. So look very carefully. Same person, different format. Earlier we said patient. Now you can say recovered patient or healthy patient. Okay, so change format. And then you can understand here the same process. Who are the customer? Those will get the benefit. Who will get the benefit? From the patient, who will get the benefit? Patient themselves, they'll get the benefit after the taking the treatment and everything. Doctor will get the benefit by the visiting fee. Nurse will get the benefit. You are doing the X-ray, pathological test, they will get the benefit. Hospital will get the benefits, all of the customers. And now come to the question is that you see we applying supply chain management in the service industry. So earlier we apply supply chain management in the manufacturing industry. If I ask you now what is the difference between the supply chain management in the manufacturing industry, service industry? The main difference is that service industry, we are assuming that it is not the same like the manufacturing industry. Suppose the hospital supply chain management. Say we are assuming that. Suppose he's the owner of the hospital. Say, please don't mind. So if you ask him, what is your target? What is your outcome? If he said, my target to get the profit from the patient and I like to use this money for myself. You understand? What is this? It is not possible. He cannot say. Even he has a mindset, but he cannot say directly. So just keep in mind, it is a service industry. So it means that his main target, how he will contribute to the society, how he will add the value to the society. So when you say that hospital supply chain management, that if he is the owner, if anyone asks you what is your target, he has to say, we like to contribute to the society. How we can contribute? We can contribute to society by producing that quality service. Even he can get the profit, that profit will be utilized for the infrastructure development. What kind of infrastructure development? Increase the number of beds, number of building, number of patient, doctor, number of beds, something like that. So now what I said here, consumer, there's another body. This is the consumer, the society. The consumer in the service industry, the consumer is society. Society means ultimate customer. Society means that the ultimate user. Who will get the benefit? Society will get the benefit. You just look very careful. I said earlier, the hospital. If you have a good hospital, patient will get the benefit, doctor will get the benefit, hospital management will get the benefit, staff will get the benefit, everyone will get the benefit. That is one of the key points in the service industry supply chain management. Betterment of the society, well-being of the society. I like to provide another example before finishing this part. Then we can go for the break, no problem, just after finish this. Say, educational supply chain, universal supply chain. And universal supply chain, if you can think, raw materials. So everyone understand. Who are the finished product? Graduates, students, but different form. And so now you have a service provider means university. Okay, now come to the point. So if I need to ask you, the university, that what is the ultimate outcome? If the university say that we are like to produce the graduates, this is not the ultimate outcome. Our main target as university professor, university faculty member, we have to produce a quality graduates. Those could add the value to the society. If you create the graduate, those are the burden of the society. It is not the educational subject. So you see that our ultimate target is not the same. Our target adding the values to society. The graduates, after the graduation, they will add the value to the society. So now come to the point is that, suppose, say, this is an example. He is taking the admission for the one university. Sorry, please don't mind. And now he is taking the course. After the 4 years, he will be graduated. Then after the graduation, now you see that he has to go to for the job and something like that. Right? This is the normal process. And now, after finishing the graduation, someone is asking him, what did you learn? He said, nothing. I just attend the class for the attendance, for the grade, finish. Look very carefully. It is possible. The question is that we cannot add any values to him. That is the question of the quality. So what I said there, keep in mind, when you work in the service industry supply chain management, one of the targets is that how you can add the values to the society. You should not create any burden for the society. So that is the one difference between the manufacturing industry and service industry. Now you can ask me, sir, manufacturing industry, we are not adding values to society. Yes, we are adding, but not that directly. But service industry, directly you have to add the values. Say today you are in the class, right? I'm dealing with the lecture. So before the class, you are the student, right? You are the participants. And after the 2 hours, 3 hours lecture, somebody is asking you, hey, what did you learn? If you say nothing, so what you did? I was sleeping. And then, no, nothing, no impact. It is not, there is no way we have to explain that you have learned something, right? In once a time, you are working in the, suppose, United Hospital, in the procurement department, that time you can think, oh, yes, professor once a day, he mentioned the class, the hospital supply chain management. Then you understand, oh, there is something. You got the point? So we are using another term, tangible and intangible. Manufacturing industry is possible, you can understand the outcome. But I say the packet vegetable, you can understand. Bhalo na kharap, thik ache eta bhalo. Smell it. But for the knowledge, you can understand whether you have learned or not. Right? So there is another difference. So keep in mind, in future, if you work in the manufacturing industry or service industry supply chain, you have to understand first what is your job. Is the manufacturing industry or service industry? So that you can add more values. Okay. So that is our basic supply chain for the manufacturing industry, service industry. I just remind you again that this is a history of supply chain management. If you allow me, we can take the 5 minutes and then we can go for the break. Yeah, better. History of supply chain management. You see, today I'm discuss something very basic because you can share with others. Or you have learned. It's very important because you have already enough knowledge of the finance, accounting. It is just adding values to your profession. If you look very carefully, the historical perspective of supply chain management, you can see in 1950s initiated the logistic concept. It is very interesting thing. আমরা তো এখন বলছি supply chain management, but in 1950s it was the name by the logistic management. So logistics is a previous form of supply chain management. And still, if you need to ask you what is supply chain management, they will start from logistic management. Still, look very carefully, very interesting thing. And then it is another interesting thing is that this concept, logistic management, inaugurated in the defense, military. They are the first they were using this term. And I think you already noticed that red color, this is that like reference. I don't want to talk about the reference here. But internationally, during the lecture, you have to show the reference. That's why I show the reference here. So what I said that defense people, they're using the term, the logistic, particularly. Let's take a break for the 1 minute for the Ajahn. We'll start after the Ajahn and then we'll finish this one and go for the break. Okay. So what I say, supply chain management started their journey by the name of the logistic manager in the defense. They're talking about the inventory, they're talking about the weapon, that how they will transfer them one cantonment to another cantonment, something like that. How they could ensure that the transportation cost will be low, something like that. And then officially, formally, logistic management concept was matured in 1970. And then that is the logistic management part. Even if you can search in the Google that supply chain management book in the 1980s and check, you can see lots of books on the logistic management name, not supply chain management. And then after the 1980s, this officially supply chain management started their journey by the name of the name of the supply chain management, but initial format it was the logistic management. That means in 1980s, logistic incorporated with supply chain management. And still now, if you say supply chain management after the 1980s, it means that now you are covering everything. Logistic management, inventory, procurement, transportation, warehouse management, manufacturing, retailing, everything within the one umbrella. That is supply chain management. And that's why you are very lucky that you launched this program by the Maqsid Bhai, the supply chain management. Because definitely, nowadays we say it, but there's some debate. We don't want to talk about that debate. Okay, so what I said that supply chain management under this one, now you can think that logistic and then transportation, everything. And now you can see officially supply chain started in 1980s. So in terms of year, now 2024, how many years? 44 plus. 44 years, nothing in the research. If you compare with the marketing management, they started their journey 300 years before. If you compare with the mechanical engineering, they started their journey 300 years before. But supply chain management only just 44 years. The steel is new. That's why we can add more values there. Okay. And then after the starting of supply chain management, most of the research were in the manufacturing industry, particularly materials flow of goods, something like that. This is another drawback of supply chain management. About 85% research of supply chain management in the manufacturing industry. Only 15% research supply chain management in the service industry. And formally, supply chain management started their journey in the service industry in 1985. 1985, service industry supply chain management. That is the first initiative by the Dr. Farney in the National Health Service. So 1985 means how many years? 29. Right? 29 years, right? So around something like that. Something like that. Now you can think it's a new concept, service and supply chain management. That's why I focused this one. And nowadays, you know that as I'm involved with a different university in the international level, last year I delivered a lecture in the UK on university, and there's number of participants of 400 students, and most of them from the service industry, particularly the hospital, tourism sector, restaurant, something like that. So that means that the day is coming, service industry is booming, improving their growing stage. Manufacturing is already, if you ask me, that a lot of job already done, so there is no vacancy. But service industry, we can create lots of job in the future. Okay, so then you can see that is the next one, 2007, another milestone in the supply chain management, educational supply chain management. Education is representing the service in the supply chain management. It's another milestone. In 2007, in 2007, Dr. Lau, he developed the model, educational supply chain management model. But Professor Lau, he developed this model based on the City University of Hong Kong. City University of Hong Kong. So that was a case study. Case study could not be generalized concept. Case study could not be applicable in the other places. And then in 2009, ITESA model was developed. ITESA model is developed. If you look very carefully here, we noticed here, ITESM stands for Integrated Tertiary Educational Supply Chain Management Model. That is the first initiative, educational supply chain management model for any university they can apply. So you look very carefully, that is not the best of the case study. Generalized concept. So any university can apply ITESC model. Basically, this model, ITESC model, was developed in 2009. During my PhD time, I developed this model with my supervisor. And after developing that model, there was lots of research based on this ITESC model. If you are interested more about this model, this is the education supply chain management model. So you can go to the Google, you can search. You see lots of publication. This model was used in different countries like Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, USA, UK, Turkey, Vietnam, Philippines, Chile, and other countries as well. And not only there are a few PhD based on the ITESC model. That is a recognized education supply chain management model for the university. So now, if you look very carefully, historical evolution of supply chain management. The starting by the name of the logistic management, 1950s. Supply chain management officially started in 1980s. There's another very significant issue. The supply chain management, I said the 1980s, not in Bangladesh. 1980s is based on the USA. Do you know that there is one culture, academic culture? Suppose, what's your name? Mr. Rana. He developed one new theory. He is now in Bangladesh. It will not be accepted. But this same person, Mr. Rana, he is now in USA. He developed the same theory. That will be accepted. This is academic culture all over the world. This is a reality. So what I said that this is 1980s, supply chain management started their journey not in Bangladesh, the USA. Then that concept supply chain management comes to the European country 1990s, after the 1980s. And then supply chain management comes to the Asian developed country like the Japan, Singapore around 2000. And after 2000, it comes to our South Asian country, India and other countries. So supply chain management comes to our South Asian country after the 2000. You got the point? So you are very lucky that ICMAB, they have started a very good initiative. They are trying to adopt the supply chain manager for these professional people. It's very new, and you could not see the maturity of this concept of this model. So it means that in future, if you work there, you can add more values. You got the point? The historical evolution of supply chain management. Do you have any question at this stage about this one? If there's no question, it means that you did not understand anything. Or maybe you understood everything, there's no question. Which is the right one? First one or second one? Are you sure? Okay, no problem. But if you have any question, you can ask me. No problem. Okay, so now we can take a break. After the break, I'll show you some figure and I'll discuss a little bit about the education supply chain. Then I'll talk about the global supply chain. Basically, before the global supply chain, I just like to remind you something. We'll talk about the 3 decision level, which is very important in practical field. You have to know this one, 3 decision level, and I'll give you some global example. So that's why you are taking this part. Okay, so let's take a break for the 10 minutes is okay. So I like to go within 50 minutes, please come back because my tag I have to finish the lecture earlier. I have another appointment, so I have to go for that one. We are trying to our 6:40 hour deadline. Thank you. Excuse me. কেউ আছে আইটি কেউ আছে এটা কি পজ দিতে হবে বললো যে পজটা কোথায় দিয়ে দাও না না ওই পজ দিয়ে রাখো আচ্ছা এটা এটা Sure. Six.
দোতলা একটু মাত্র হ্যাঁ স্যার
Yeah.
লিপ পাওয়া যায় না তো। ইয়েটা কি কাজ করতেছে? হ্যাঁ, হ্যাঁ, ঠিক আছে, হয়েছে। এখন তো হচ্ছে, দিলাম তো, পুশ করলাম, হচ্ছে না।
ঠিক আছে, স্টপ শেয়ার করে দিন।
সামনেটা থাকো, সামনেটা থাকো, সামনে থাকো। হচ্ছে, কাজ করছে, এটি দেখেন তো, আমি শুরু করে দিব তো। ওকে, উই ক্যান কন্টিনিউ প্লিজ, ইউ ক্যান টেক ইউর ফুড, নো প্রবলেম, ইউ ক্যান। আমাকে এটা, মালিক সাহেব, মালিক সাহেব, মালিক সাহেব, আমাকে কপি দিতে হবে, বলেন কপি। আচ্ছা, so you can continue your snacks, no problem. You see, already we discussed a few things. I don't want to discuss more about this one. I like to skip this part. Some of the example means supply chain management in the RMGS industry, supply chain management in the fishing industry, supply chain management in the textile industry. This is the supply chain performance measurement in the manufacturing industry. This is service industry example. This is the tourism supply chain, the tourism supply chain management. And then this education supply chain. I don't want to talk too much about this one because you got some idea. But if you are interested about the education supply chain, I suggest you can do some work on the Google. Just write down the education supply chain and you'll get this one. Basically, this is that. Yeah, this is that ITESC model. যে মডেলটা কথা একটু আগে আমি বলছিলাম, ইন্টিগ্রেটেড আসি এডুকেশন সাপ্লাই চেইন ম্যানেজমেন্ট মডেল। আমি এটা নিয়ে কথা বলবো না আজকে, এখানে কথা বলবো না আমি। তো আমি যেটা নিয়ে এখন কথা বলবো সেটা হচ্ছে 3 decision level of supply chain management. 3 decision level of supply chain management. Basically, is very important for practical application. And এই 3 decision level যেটা নিয়ে আমরা বলছি এখানে, ব্যাপারটা দাঁড়াচ্ছে এরকম যে স্ট্র্যাটেজিক লেভেল হচ্ছে লেভেল 1, যেটাকে বলি আমরা টপ লেভেল ম্যানেজমেন্ট। প্ল্যানিং লেভেল হচ্ছে মিডল লেভেল ম্যানেজমেন্ট। অ্যান্ড অপারেশন লেভেল, যেটা অপারেটিং লেভেল হচ্ছে লেভেল 3. So strategy, planning, operating level, top level management, middle level management, line level management. এটা কিন্তু এসেছে HR থেকে, হিউম্যান রিসোর্স ম্যানেজমেন্ট থেকে। বাট আজকে আমরা এখানে সাপ্লাই চেইনকে অ্যাপ্লাই করব। আমরা আজকে 3 ডিসিশন লেভেল সাপ্লাই চেইন ম্যানেজমেন্টের কথা বলবো। আমি এই সুযোগটা বলে রাখি, 3 ডিসিশন লেভেল সাপ্লাই চেইন ম্যানেজমেন্টের কথা বলছি সেটা হচ্ছে আমরা বলছি টপ লেভেল ম্যানেজমেন্ট। সো ইউ আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ড ম্যানেজিং ডিরেক্টর, চেয়ারম্যান, সিইও, সামথিং লাইক দ্যাট। কি কমন হয়েছে? টেম্পারেচার কমায় দাও। So what I said that strategic level হচ্ছে top level management, like a chairman, managing director, CEO. Planning level হচ্ছে কি যেটা, সেটা হচ্ছে কি middle level manager, like the director level, general manager. Operating level যেটা, সেটা হচ্ছে কি line level manager, যেটা হচ্ছে officer, staff, something. Thank you. এখন আমরা আসবো সাপ্লাই চেইনের কথা যেটা বলছেন। Look very carefully. Strategic level, they will work for the 5 years to onward. Strategic level, they should work for the 5 years to onward. They'll take the strategic decision. And that decision will be carried forward by the planning level manager. And finally, it will be executed by the operational level manager. What I said, strategic level, they will take the decision for the 5 years to onward. The planning level, they will carry forward their decision. And finally, the operational level, they'll execute that decision. So if you look very carefully, there is one flow of information. There's one flow of information, strategic, planning, opportunity. This is a very important discussion. And now if I ask you, where is the customer? Where is our customer? So basically our customer position will be here. This is our customer here. And the customer, they have a direct connection with the operation level officer. If you go to the bank, if you go to the any kind of customer care department, you can see operation level officer, they are doing the direct communication with the customer. So customer's position with the operation level. It means that what I said earlier, strategic, planning, operation level, there is a flow of information. And finally, it will be executed by the operation level and they will apply on the customer. Okay, now, our today's discussion will be based on this one. What is our strategic decision? We said here, strategic level, they take the decision for the 5 years to onward. So what is that? So they'll take the decision for the strategic decision. Basically, in the supply chain, there are the two types of the strategy. We are talking about supply chain point of view, not the other point of view. Do not compare with this one other point of view. It's a different. In the supply chain, there's the two strategic decision. One is the responsive supply chain, another efficiency supply chain strategy. I can repeat, responsive supply chain strategy, another efficient supply chain strategy. Responsive supply chain strategy, that means quick response. The quick response, high quality, cost will be high. On the other hand, efficient supply chain strategy or efficient supply chain strategy, low response, cost compromise, quality compromise. I do not want to use low quality, low cost. If I use the term low quality and low cost, it is not the academic term. So we prefer to use a quality compromise, cost compromise. Okay. So again, I remind you, the meaning, the concept is the same. Low response, as a low response, that's why quality will be deteriorated and definitely the cost will be deteriorated. But we don't want to say directly, we like to say cost compromise, quality compromise. Today, our discussion next, around 15-20 we will talk about this one. 3 decision level of supply chain strategy. So strategic level, planning level, operating level, we already said, but everything will come from the strategic decision. The organization, they are following the responsiveness or they're following the efficiency. Based on that, you have to decide your planning, operational. So this is the main decision come from the strategic level, whether they are following the responsiveness or efficiency supply chain strategy. Now, I like to explain you the few examples based on the global platform, and then I'll come to Bangladesh example so that you can do some synchronize the international and global. Look very carefully. I like to start by the one easy example. Say a 7-star hotel. 7-star hotel, Hotel Hilton in US. Hotel Hilton, when they are operating in the Asian country, they are following that 5-star hotel. But US Hotel Hilton, they are operating 7-star hotel. So I'm talking about the Hotel Hilton, 7-star hotel, say California, San Jose, California. And now you are planning, you like to take spend the one night there, Hotel Hilton, California, US, 7-star hotel. So you have to book the room. Regular price is that per night $500. After the discount, it will be around the $400. Or sometimes the 300 plus or something like that, after the discount. Look very careful. Now you're planning, you like to spend one night there. You have to do everything online, submit the document, credit card payment, done. So now you have the reference number. The day you will check in there, you have to go there. They'll ask you just reference number. You have to show the reference number, finish. And now you can go to the room. There with the concierge. Concierge will help you take the luggage and everything. They'll give the digital key. And then digital key, I think you already understood. So you just touch and automatically you can unlock the door. So now you're in the inside of the room and you notice there is a refrigerator. It seems to you the refrigerator cooling system is not good. It seems to you. It seems to you that this cooling system of the refrigerator is not good. So now you're planning, you like to give the complaint. You just pick up the phone and you call the maintenance. Somebody will pick up the phone from there. And then they will ask you from which room number, because they're integrated information system. So when you call the maintenance, they can see the number. So automatically they can understand your room number, right? No question. They'll ask you, how can I help you, sir? If you mention your problem, they will say, okay, no problem, we are coming to your room. They'll come to your room within the 2 to 3 minutes with another refrigerator. And now they will replace this refrigerator. No more question. They will not ask you, what kind of problem? Are you sure? Can I check? No more question. They'll come with another refrigerator, new refrigerator, they'll replace. Finish. You're very happy, new refrigerator. You see, this is something that affection to the customer. And now you're spending the one night, and then the next day, before the checkout, they will send you the one link to your email address. This is a customer satisfaction survey form, feedback. They'll send the one link to your email address, or is the mobile registered, then mobile, they'll send to the WhatsApp or the mobile number. You have to fill up this one, and then you can check out. Finish. Do the checkout, no question. And then you just return the digital key to the concierge service, and they will invite you again. You can next time you can join, something like that. Finish. You are very happy with the one night. This is the responsive supply chain strategy. They are following the responsive supply chain strategy. On the other hand, if you come to the our efficient supply chain strategy, so I like to give another example. Budget hotel in Calcutta. You are familiar with Calcutta, right? Okay. Budget hotel in Calcutta. So now you book the one room. The budget hotel means around $35 to $50. You understand, right? So you book the room. As these are online, there is a different option, booking.com and other things. Now you are just arrived at the hotel. You're asking, oh, we have confirmed the room earlier. We have a reference number. They said, which one? Okay, let me check. No, it's not available. No, I have the reference number. Booking.com. Oh, booking.com. Okay, again check. Oh, yes. Okay, no problem. You can wait. Can I get the key? Wait. Then they will give you the one key, analog key. Now you're asking, is there any concierge here? Concierge? No, not available. You have to take your luggage by yourself. Okay. So now you're going to your room, and then analog, you understand. Room is not opening. You're trying. Then again, you have to go down. You're asking something. Okay, no problem. We are coming. And they'll open the door for you. Okay. And now, when you're entering the room, again, the same issue, refrigerator issue. And now you understand the refrigerator is not, cooling system is not good enough. You're planning, okay, I should call the maintenance. Now you're calling the maintenance. One time, nobody pick up the phone. Now you're calling the your check-in counter system. You cannot call the operator, nobody pick up the phone. Again, you're calling the information, nobody pick up the phone. Again, calling the maintenance, somebody pick up the phone. And they'll start and say, Dada, what's up? You said something problem. No, it's very good one. Refrigerator is very good. You don't know. No, something problem. Can you come? Okay, no problem. You can send the technician. No problem. So how long it will take? And not too much, just 2 hours. 2 hours. He is outside, he is coming, we should call them. No problem, you'll get 2 hours. After 2 hours, you get the technician. You're waiting 2 hours. Nobody will come to your room. Again, after 2 hours, you can call them. He's coming, very close to our hotel. And then after 30 minutes, somebody will come to your room with the toolbox. You know the toolbox, right? They say, what's the problem? Well, let me check. They're checking. Oh, no, it's excellent. No, it's not good. Is there any other room? Same issue. Other room condition is worst. Better tomorrow you can leave, Dada. No need to stay. They don't want to keep you. They have no intention to keep you. And then the next day, when you like to check out, again the same issue. They'll send you the one customer satisfaction form, hard copy. Fill up this one. And you're feeling, you understand when you're feeling in front of them, you never say the negative anything, right? It's okay. Submit, check out. This is the example of this budget hotel, which is representing the efficiency supply chain strategy. It's a term of supply chain. Cost effectiveness. Cost is the main issue here. So they are talking about the cost effectiveness. You see, $300, $400 after the discount, that is $35 after the discount. You see, so that's why it's the cost effectiveness, the budget hotel. Internationally, they don't want to use the low cost. They like to use the budget hotel. Okay, now this is one example. I like to give you another example. Say, Chatuchak market in Thailand. If you go to the Bangkok, this is a very popular market, weekend market, Chatuchak market. And the people, they love to go there. Even the quality is not up to the standard. People, they know it very well, but they love to go there. And this is a weekend market. You can see the thousand people. They are purchasing a lot of materials. Quality not up to the standard, but price is very low, reasonable price. Any international people, if you go to Thailand, they always prefer to go to Chatuchak. That is, again, I remind you, that is representing the efficient supply chain strategy. Come to like Singapore, Mustafa Center. You know that 2011, I delivered the lecture in the National University of Singapore. So this is the first experience in Singapore. That time, the Singaporean professor, they said, Professor, did you go Mustafa Center? I said, no. Don't go there. Very dirty, bad smell, lots of Indian people. I was surprised. What is this? Because as we know that it's very popular, our South Asian kind of people. And not only that, they suggested me always avoid that road. Always avoid. I mean, the Singaporean people that they never use that road. And then finally, when you went there, you surprised a lot of people. Yes, definitely a lot of Indian people. They have the body smell, bad smell. It's very common here. No problem. But people, they love it, enjoy it. Because the main issue is that low cost, affordable cost. On the other hand, if you come to the Zara, if you go to the London, you can see this on Zara, very popular one. If you go to the London in Zara, you can see the shop is the size is very large. Only few customers. eBay sometimes that the salesperson more than customers. And you can spend a whole day there, no problem. You can see, checking, you can trialing, no problem. Because this is that responsible strategy, highly expensive. And then they are always providing some discount based on a special reason. Say before the New Year, 31st, Christmas, then there is a Chinese New Year, something like that. When they provide the discount, you can see the customer. So look very carefully, their business strategy. I'll describe about this pricing strategy later on. So look very carefully. Their price is very high, so at certain time they're producing discount, that's how they get the customer. Responsive pricing strategy. High quality, no doubt. Come to the like our Singapore or the Thailand, the Robinson. Robinson is another example of the responsive pricing strategy. If you go to the like Singapore, if you go to Thailand, Robinson, you can see Robinson, only few customers. That means there is no discount. And then you can see most of people when they will come there, they will just choose the customer. On the other hand, in this Robinson, if you go to the inside the Robinson, you can see Watson and other things. So you can go to the second floor, first floor, third floor. So if they provide the discount, they will provide the discount. This is a business strategy. That time you can see the customers and they will come with the luggage. Take the all materials. This is the best time to do shopping there. Look, the main target is quality, good service. Maybe if you spend there like the whole day, no problem. Responsible strategy. On the other hand, I already give the example. Chatuchak market, Mustafa Center. And then another very popular market all over the world, China market. If you go anywhere in the world, you have to always ask, is there any China market? You say yes. That is the best example of the efficient supply chain strategy. Low cost, quality is a compromise. But people, they do not care because there's a low cost. They like to purchase a lot of material. So what I say, the Chatuchak market, the Mustafa Center, China market, all are representing that efficient supply chain strategy. On the other hand, Robinson, Zara, they represent the response supply chain strategy.
Their target customers are not same.
I'm coming to that position. Here, this is the main discussion. Good question. Thank you. So now come to you understand, right, the international market. Now come to Bangladesh first. Bangladesh. You are now in Bangladesh. So we like to give the example based on Bangladesh. Say, rich man. If you compare the rich man, Ketsai, if you go to the rich man, you can see if you can purchase any product, how they're treating you, the way of attitude. You're spending the good time, no problem. You can trial the product, no problem. And after they purchase any product from the rich man, you have no question about this product. On the other hand, our Bongo Bazaar. I think you are familiar with the Bongo Bazaar. If you go there, you can purchase the product and the pricing strategy, you know that they start 2,000, you will say the 500. This is 1,500, you say the 1,000, then 1,200. You see, very interesting, correct? You're enjoying, oh, I got the win today. But again, after purchasing the product, you have some question. This is good. And even after returning the home, you like to check, is it okay or not? Human nature. Right? So this is what I said, that our Bongo Bazaar is representing the efficient supply chain strategy. Rich man, they are following that responsive supply chain strategy. And now you can ask me, in terms of customer, number of customers. In terms of customer, efficient supply chain strategy, they have many customers if you compare the response supply chain strategy. So that's why do not say the responsive supply chain strategy is very good. If efficient supply chain strategy is not good. No. It depends on the customer. So that means before doing the business, you have to check your customer demand, social culture, and location. This is a very interesting thing. We'll discuss this issue later on. Now, what I said that I like to try to emphasize these two strategies. One is the responsive supply chain strategy, another efficient supply chain strategy. So now you have the idea about the strategy, right? Now, I like to give you the real life example now, so that you can understand which one you have to apply. Okay, so we can choose the two person from here. What's his name? Tamjid. Hasib. So suppose our two businessmen, Tamjid and Hasib. Please don't mind. They're doing the same business. He's the owner of the garments industry. He's also owner of the another garments industry. Okay. Tamjid is producing the products for the rich man. Our Hasib, he is producing the products for the Bongo Bazaar. Okay, so now we have to start the business strategy. Look, and based on that, I have to just finish this three decision level. Now, are you ready? Please don't mind. Okay. So our at first that our Hasib, he is producing the product for the Bongo Bazaar. So his business strategy. Look, first of all, you understand his business strategy. Efficient supply chain strategy means cost compromise, quality compromise. Now, he will decide where would be my factory. You always think any place, any location with a low cost. So he decided Old Town area. Old Town area low cost. Particularly the Ginger area. His factory in the Ginger area. Do you know the Ginger area? Old Town area. A very small place, 1,000 people. And his factory size is 1,000 square feet. And he has 200 employees within 1,000 square feet. So now you understand the environment, work environment. Okay? Now he's thinking about his inventory. Same. Close to the the Ginger, his location, Old Town area. Also, that his inventory, he's following the human counting. You know that human counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No digital counting. No barcode. No QR code. Done. Now he's how he's receiving the order. Our phone. Someone called, hey Hasib bhaiya, can you send to us? No problem, no problem. Okay. Confirm. No official document. No transparency. And not only his human resource, employees, all are the class 5 pass. Even they do not speak English, they do not speak in Bangla properly. No need. They know how can work, finish. Low cost payment, no problem. And he's all product leveling in Bangla. And his marketing strategy, he's using the, what do you call, leaflet. Photograph of the leaflet. And if the photograph is not clear, no problem. Just distribute 20% discount, 50% discount. Done. And when he's sending the product to the Bongobaja, he's using the open van. After the porter, they're carrying the product. He doesn't care the rain, he doesn't care the sun, he doesn't care. And then you can understand he's all kind of the like the inventory system and everything. He's like the all of the human counting, manually he's doing the all kind of calculation, everything. No computer here, no technology here. On the other hand, our Tamjit, he's producing a product for the rich man. He has to maintain that quality. So he has to follow the responsibility strategy. First one is location. He has also the 200 employees, but he's using this 4,000 square feet area. And his location in the Gazipur. Why not Dhaka? Because Dhaka, you don't have enough space. And he's trying to maintain that work environment. Because if you employ the work environment, it's an impact upon the whole production. He was using that local machine, particularly the second-hand machine. And he's all machine from the Japan. And he has to select the inventories like that. Gazipur area, so nearby the Uttara area, you can have the inventory. Large space. Is all human resources, at least the HSC or A-level graduate, at least. They have to know the English properly. And he's all leveling with the English. And he has to use the software, the integrated information management system. So they have to know the knowledge on the computer as well. And then he's taking any kind of order by the invoice, at least that email or maybe the software, they have to put the all information so that he can track. He can track the this kind of invoice and after 5 years. And then his business strategy, online based, marketing strategy, Facebook, different websites, something like that. No photocopy anymore. His transportation system, closed van. Closed van. Closed van because you understand the rain and the sun, something like that. And then you understand that when he is sending the product, he has to maintain the again inventory properly. Everything digitalized, barcode system. There's no question about the quantity. So his business strategy and his business strategy, now you understood. He is following that efficient supply chain, response supply chain strategy. He is following the efficient supply chain strategy. Cost compromise, quality compromise. He's seeing the good quality, good response, something like that. So now you can decide, right? So first of all, you have to decide whether which one you have to apply. Do you want to apply the strategic level, planning level, operating level? Before the first job, strategic decision. If you know you like to follow responsiveness, based on that, you have to design your planning, operation. If you like to follow the efficient supply strategy, no problem. Based on that, you have to design your planning and operation. Okay? Okay. Now, there is another one you can think about this one. Between the responsiveness and efficiency, there is another one, trade-off. Trade-off. What is this? Trade-off is balance. Not high cost, not high quality, no high response. Moderate cost, moderate quality, moderate response. In supply chain, we are using the term trade-off. The trade-off means the balance between these two, moderate cost, moderate quality, moderate response. In any organization, they are sometimes moving from strategy, from the responsiveness to efficiency supply chain. Come to the efficiency to the response supply chain. But you know, it is very difficult and very time consuming and a high cost involvement. So that's why they don't want to go responsibility directly. For efficiency, they can go to the trade-off, middle, moderate cost, moderate quality, moderate. Because you understand his business strategy and his business strategy, do you remember? His human resource, all are the classified parts. His human resource, all the HSC parts or the level. How can they interchange? Is it possible to change? No. He's machining all Old Town, he's using the second-hand machine. And he's machining all Japanese machine. It is not very easy to change the strategy. That's sometimes they are going to the middle one. So it's up to you, which one do you want to follow in your future. But keep in mind, whatever you do, your ultimate target the customer. So you have to check at first your customer pattern. You are doing the business in the Gulshan area. You are doing the business in the Rampur area, the same. This is a very important discussion. Social standard status we have to observe. And then second one, you have to check the competitor, what they're doing. KFC and McDonald's, they are competitors. So now you have already one outlet of the KFC. You have the one outlet of the KFC. And now you like to open that McDonald's, another outlet. So first of all, you have to check how are the KFC outlet. You have to check their business strategy from where they're collecting the raw materials. How about their human resource something. 7-Eleven, Family Mart, they are competitor. 7-Eleven, Family Mart, they are competitor. They always follow this concept. In our culture, competitor means their rival, enemy. But internationally, competitor means competitive advantage, adding the values. So keep in mind, when you're talking about the global international perspective, it's a very kind of learning. When you do the business, always remember that you have to create the industry. I just give the one example, 7-Eleven and Family Mart example. Suppose that this is on road, okay, and it is the entrance. If the people, they're coming in that way. It is an exit if they go in that way, okay. But if the people, they'll come that way, that is that entrance. That is exit, right? So entrance, exit depends on the customers, right? Okay. Now, if the 7-Eleven the entrance, and then Family Mart will be the exit. Is you got the point? So it means that those customers will come there, they'll get the Family Mart at first. Those customers will come here, they will get the 7-Eleven at first. 7-Eleven, Family Mart, opposite direction. And do you understand? They will get the both customers. But our culture is that competitor, negative impact. So we have to use the term competitive advantage. Competitive advantage. Due to the competition, how we can get the benefit. Okay. Another example. I see the KFC and McDonald's. In the highway, international highway, you can check. If you go to the hours, you can check this. Usually they have to follow this. So this international highway means at least the 20 kilometer, then you will get again you can right side or left side you can move. At least 20 kilometers. So now you are going to on this side to forward, left side you can see KFC. But you don't like the KFC, you like the McDonald's. And then you can say, oh, there is a McDonald's opposite side. You're very crazy. You like to go there. If you like to go there means you have to go another at least 20 kilometers and come back and go. You see? KFC and McDonald's opposite. Who will get the benefit? Both will get the benefit. At the same time, customer will get the benefit. You got the point? You don't want to go to 20 kilometers, right? It's better KFC. Okay. Right? That is the competitive advantage. So what I said there, internationally nowadays you can see they're moving to that level, the trade-off, in order to maintain the business. Particularly that during the COVID time, they're facing lots of issues. And after that, they're thinking. So again, I remind you, whatever you like to follow, this responsiveness or efficiency or trade-off, no problem. Do not think it's good, it's bad. It depends on your business strategy. You have to check your customer, you have to check your competitor, then come to the decision. I don't want to talk too much about the individually this one strategic planning operating, but keep in mind, strategic level is long-term decision. Long-term means 5 years to onward. Planning level means that this year to next year. Planning level will be executed by the middle level manager at the director level. And operational level means the weekly, daily, maximum the monthly. They do the regular operation, like operational level officers, staff. And then the customers, operational level, they have to deal the customer directly. Keep in mind who will deal the customer directly, operational level. And now if I give them the live example, did you notice in the aircraft, air hostess, they are giving you some message before the takeoff, landing. And some of you are surprised how they are saying this one. It is already available in their standard operating procedures. SOP. standard operating procedures. So it already defined there. There's just copy and paste, just reading. Did you notice the credit card division? When they called you, they very sweet behavior, right? You're very happy, very nice. And if you ask any question, they never reply. But they never excited. Even they would like to say something negative terms. Thank you, sir. We'll come back to you soon, revert to you soon, something like that. Everything is available in their SOP, standard operating procedures. Basically, those are the people they're doing this one, they are the operating officers. So, strategic level, they'll take the decision 5 years onward. Planning level, this is to next year. Operational level means daily, weekly, maximum. Okay. Now, I like to talk about this another one, but do you have any question about the 3 decision level? I give you a lot of examples based on the global perspective, but basically our main target is Bangladesh, but you have to know the international level first. Then you can understand how can you change. Because now you do not think that I always use the term global village. You are now in the member of the global village. So you have to remember that you have to work for the international level. And I believe those people you are joining today, who knows, maybe after 10 years, you have to move to the international level. So global platform. Sir, you're the brainchild. That's what you're doing. You know him, right? He's the brainchild. His brainchild is supply chain management. Okay, and we are very honored that he started this one. You know, they are asking, they are talking about this issue, that the significance of this one, why they like to do supply chain. আমার কাছে খুব ভালো লাগলো মানে আপনার যে ভিউটা they can understand. Thank you so much.
Just I want to say you hello.
No problem.
Continue করেন আমি আবার আসতেছি
6:35 মানে মাগরিবের চলে যাবে।
ঠিক আছে Continue.
Okay, so what I said here, any question of the 3 decision level? Okay, now go to our another important discussion, supply chain performance driver. Again, I like to remind you, our main target, I'll give you some international perspective so that you can think how we can apply this one. We are the member of the global village. You see the term, we say the performance driver means they are adding some performance, motivating some performance, adding some values in performance. And now, what kind of? Look, 6 drivers: facilities, inventory, transportation, information, sourcing, pricing. So, how many driver? 6. Driver means you understand those will drive. So, if you look very carefully, driver, we divided this driver 2 ways. Facilities, inventory, transportation, logistical drivers. Information, sourcing, pricing, cross-functional drivers. And now what is the meaning? I like to make it very simple for you. Logistical drivers means main driver. Cross-functional drivers means auxiliary drivers, secondary driver. Again, repeat. Logistical driver means facilities, inventory, transportation, main driver. And then information, sourcing, pricing, supporting drivers, secondary drivers. We called it cross-functional drivers. So basically, today we'll discuss the 6 drivers, how they can add the values to our supply chain performance. Okay. Before that, did you see something here? At first, you have to check what is your strategy, supply chain strategy, either responsiveness or efficiency. So it means that if you follow the responsiveness or if you follow the efficient supply chain strategy, you have to use the 6 drivers. And you can, by the 6 drivers, you can add some values to your supply chain management. And before that, you have to think the competitive strategy. Do you remember today I mentioned competitive advantage. You like to do the business, you have to see your competitor at first. What kind of strategy? Then you have to decide. Before coming to the strategic decision means responsiveness, efficiency, you have to check the customer, review the customer properly. So that's why sometimes you use the term customer survey, the market analysis. You have to do the market analysis. Based on that, you have to decide. Okay. So now let us start 6 drivers of supply chain performance. We'll go one by one. You see, facilities. What kind of facilities? First of all, location facilities. Location facilities. What is this? I think I already give them one example. I think you remember that. Old Town area, Gajim. Size. 200 people, 1,000 square feet, 200 people, 4,000 square feet. Location facilities. At the same time, location facility, you have to check electricity, water, gas. Very basic supply. And nowadays, the internet issues. Nowadays, you have to check there is a frequency and other things. So this is the first thing, what I say, the location facilities. Second one, the human resource facilities. It is not very important for us. We have enough human resource. But some other country, if you suppose I am assuming you will be the global supply chain director, global supply chain manager, as you are the finance background, if you have a finance background, you can become the CEO very easily because it's very important. And now you have the supply chain knowledge, that's enough. You can dominate the whole market. So internationally, if you remember the global supply chain manager, there's one of the key point in the human resource facilities. If you think that like Scotland, so Scotland in the November, the temperature minus 10 degrees Celsius. During the 3 p.m. dark sunset, snowfall, raining. Can you imagine? Do you think that you will get the human resource? Very difficult. You got the point. It's also the same condition in the US, the different state. Sometimes. See the snowfall, 3 days, 4 days. So, human resource facilities is another issue. For our case, you can see the 24 hours human resource. You can see for all over the world, traffic jam is a very common issue. But that traffic jam is, we call it the disciplined traffic jam. Traffic jam is disciplined traffic jam. But for our case, 24-hour traffic jam. And sometimes the problem is that if you invite international people, they'll be surprised. 11 o'clock. At the night, the midnight traffic jam. Why? What they're doing in the road. The whole day and night they're in the road. Internationally, you can see the 9, office time, 8 to 10, traffic jam. And then low traffic jam. Again, traffic jam before the exit time, like the 5. That's the 5 to the 7. And again, it's free. But for our case, 24 hours traffic. So we are I always mention that we are not the good example that anywhere you can apply. But we have to improve this one. And maybe after 10 years, 20 years, our next generation will get the benefit. Because now we are becoming the more, what we call it, civilized. Earlier you are the uncivilized. You know that? And now you can claim, no, sir, I am always civilized. Cool. Think about yourself. You are the people, you are using the car that open the window and dropping the materials in the outside. You remember that? You never think, what is this? What am I doing? You think that it's my road. I can do anything if I want. You see the university, you are coming with a car. You like to keep the car inside the university, even inside the classroom. So funny. All over the world, you cannot do this kind of privilege. The university, if you like to come to university, you have to keep your car at least 1 kilometer far from the university. This is international standard. And the people, they do not want to use the car. They love to use the public transport. But for our case, the family, they have the 2, 3, 4, 5 car. One for the housewife, one for the maid, one for the wife, one for the son. That's so funny. So that we have to civilize us first, because it is not the proper way. And we always love to say, I have the one car, sir. I have the one car. What is this? It is not that anything you can share with others. Because that internationally, even if you go to the Malaysia, if you go to Thailand, I don't want to say the USA, even they always discourage to use the private car. Because they know the traffic jam is there. They prefer to the public transport. So what is we have some of the issues. I believe that our next generation, inshallah, they'll get the better service. Because now they can see the sky train, they can see the metro rail, they can see the Podda bridge, that this kind of life is possible. But we have to change our mindset at first. Okay, so I'm so sorry that I said in this way, but I always take it the privilege that we are guilty for this kind of scenario. This environment, can you imagine this kind of environment in our culture? You just think we are keeping all wastes materials in the road. Is there any option? There is a few place, there is a river, anything we like to say, close the river. What is this? I need the building. But we never think so. We are doing against our environment. Okay. So what I said that this is very important that humanity facility. I said at first, location facilities, humanity facilities, very basic thing. When you talk about the location, you have to see if the inventory facilities. If it is the like warehouse facilities, you have to check which one are you doing to need. Another facility I like to share that is that customer facilities. So for the customer facility, there is one of the big issues is that the transportation. Just now I already mentioned that. Always remember you have to think any location where the customer they can come very easily with the public transport. You're focusing with the public transport, not the private car. So our mindset is a private car facility, but international culture is that the public transport. If you go to the Tesco, if you go to the Walmart, you can see this one. They have suppose the parking lot at least that half kilometer far from the Tesco. People they have to keep the car there and they have to walk, and they have to use a card from there to until the car. So what I said that we have to think these three facilities, very important facilities. Go to the next one, inventory. Inventory here, first of all, you have to think, do you want to apply the analog counting? You remember our Hasib, he was using the analog counting, human counting, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or you like to use the barcode system. Definitely barcode system, digitalized. I suggest you why you have to use the barcode. You have to use the QR code. QR code is a more digitalized, more modernized, automated process. Yeah. QR code is very easy and can track. So inventory policy. If it is analog counting or digital counting, we have to prefer digital. Better than digital, more automation means QR code system. And I just remind you one thing is when you decide on the inventory, there is some of the issue like cycle time and others. I don't want to discuss. I believe there is another chapter, inventory management, we'll discuss later on. Go to the next one, transportation. I think you remember that the cruise transportation we discussed, closed van, open van. So this is very simple, but transport, there are a few things like cheapest transportation system is that ship, river, okay, sea you can use. And then expensive one, aircraft. And now aircraft, there is a few options. If it is you can use that our regular GPO, regular post office, they have one international transport system. This is one aircraft. Another one, the DHL, FedEx. There is another one. So that means transportation, you can also aircraft, but there is a different pattern. So I just give you one small example so they can think. You are planning, you like to send the product from Dhaka to suppose Kedah. Kedah is one of the state of the Malaysia. So product will go Dhaka to KL to Kedah. So now, if you go to our GPO, they are using the system is that they have the cheapest one aircraft, cheapest one aircraft. So maybe the Bangladesh Biman they will use. Dhaka to KL and then Kedah. But if you go to DHL, they will use the Malaysian Airlines, Singapore Airlines, Thai Airways, expensive. So they are following that one, that's why. So it means that everywhere they have to maintain this one cost. They'll decide. Both are accurate, no problem. And now you decided, no, our main is the cost. So we like to go cheap. It will take the 2 to 3 months. If you give any kind of product you like to bring by the Amazon, if you give your requirement, they're asking this way. Suppose the product price, say $50. $50 plus transportation cost. And now they will give the different variation of transportation cost. What is this? Suppose $5. $5 delivery time 1 month. $10 delivery duration 2 weeks. And $15 1 week. $20 over 3 days. So you are not choosing. It depends on you, transportation. So that means transportation mode is another issue. Okay. Whether you like to use that ship or you like to use the aircraft, you have to decide. So based on the transportation, you have to think. I don't want to discuss, but you just keep in mind different route, different modes. Different route means I said that you like to send the Dhaka to Kedah. So Dhaka to KL to Kedah. So maybe something could be happen that the route will be like the Dhaka to Bangkok, Bangkok to KL, then Kedah. Dhaka to Singapore, then KL to Kedah. Based on the price will be changed. Okay, so different routes. And sometimes you have to use a different mood. You are thinking you are using the DHL. So they said that DHL is responsible to send this product to Dhaka to Kedah. It is very interesting thing is that DHL, they are responsible to Dhaka to KL only. And then Malaysian government, they have a system, they are agreement with the DHL. Within Malaysia, it will be determined by the local post office. They call it post lodging. The local post office, they are responsible to send the product to KL to Kedah. And now you are sending by the DHL. They will provide the track number, right? You can check the tracking. First day, you see that they are already moving to the from this place to that next place. After 2 days, you can see it reached to KL. You're very excited. So it will go to the Kedah within 1 day. No. Then it will take the few days, no update. And after 5 days, you will get the update. Product has been received by the recipient. What happened during the last few days? Because the Puslaju, the local post office, they are sending this product from the KL to Kedah by the ship. So government is taking the privilege from the DHL. DHL cannot say anything. You know, DHL, you are sending DHL. DHL show we are doing everything, but not is happening by the DHL. It's very interesting thing is that intermodal system. At first the aircraft, then they're using ship, different mode. Okay. So keep in mind transportation, the different routes, different modes. So when you work in future, you can think in this way. Okay, so first three facilities, inventory, transportation, the logistical drivers, main drivers, information, sourcing, pricing, the cross-function drivers. You can take another 10 minutes, right? Yeah. Information. I would say that information is the largest driver. Largest driver. And then I would say that is very important drivers. Though we say the cross-function drivers, important drivers means, you know, we say flow of information. Do you remember in the basic discussion? Flow of information. During the COVID time, you were familiar with another one term. I think you have heard this term. Supply chain disruption. During the COVID time, you have ever about this one, supply chain disruption. Sure.
Sorry for the second time interruption. আমাদের আজকে একটা খুব সিগনেচার প্রোগ্রাম আছে সবাই জানেন তো না?
They are joining.
হ্যাঁ
They are excited to join.
মানে আমাদের আইসি সবাইকে আজকে আমরা জাস্ট ওয়েলকাম জানাই অনার দেম
Very good. So they have to join, right?
হ্যাঁ তো যাই হোক প্লিজ অ্যালাউ লিসেন সবাই আমাদের খুব সবাই আজকে তাদের কলাম দেখো সবাই থাকবো ঠিক আছে ভুলে গেছিলাম দাওয়াতটা দেওয়ার জন্য আজকে খাওয়া হবে ঠিক আছে
Thank you. So what I said, the information during the COVID time, there's one critical issue that supply chain disruption. A disruption or main reason that chilo information distorted. আমি এবার এই কোর্সে একটাই ক্লাস নেওয়ার কথা, একটাই লিখে দেওয়ার কথা. So today will be the finished day, but I'm not sure whether I can get another chance to deal with the lecture. Let's see. Then I'll discuss about this on supply chain disruption there, if I get the chance. So আমি যেটা বলছিলাম যে কোভিড এর সময় প্রথম যখন কোভিড শুরু হয়েছে তখন ধারণা ছিল within 3 months we can manage, then 6 months, then 1 year. You see, information distorted, and this is the reason that's why the supply chain disruption occurs. So not only this disruption, any disruption, just remember this one, supply chain disruption happens due to the lacking of information. And that's why nowadays we said that there will be no analog information sharing. Everything will be digitalized information sharing. And I suggest you, I request you, as you are already the top management level, you have to always plan that any kind of transfer, the information should be in the electronically, paperless. What is the advantage? Hey, you are in the Cox's Bazar. You can track what is the inventory condition. You can track what is that supply and demand. It is not necessarily called the, hey, Mr. Rahim, কি অবস্থা? Rahim sir, হচ্ছে স্যার অনেক কিছু। কি হচ্ছে? স্যার বাড়তেছে দাম। He doesn't know anything. Even he was not in the market. So we like to change this custom. All information with the digital information system. আমরা যেটা প্রথমে বলেছিলাম, the integrated information system is possible by the software. Software user and password belongs to you. He is the CEO, he will take the user and password. He is the responsible inventory, he will know only the user and password for the inventory. He is the responsible for the transportation, he has to need the user and password for the transportation. You got the point? And now interesting thing is that you have to keep in mind, suppose vehicle tracking system. Have you heard this one, right? GPS system. Suppose you are sending about Dhaka to Chittagong. It will go Dhaka to Kumilla, Kumilla to Chittagong. And now it is necessary to call the driver, hey, where are you? You can see GPS system. Just think 20 years before, then when you call your driver, where are you? Sir, I am in the Kumilla now, but he is in the Dhaka in his home. He's sleeping. And then what happened? The traffic jam. I was 2 days in the Kumilla. There's no way to justify it, right? But nowadays it's possible with the vehicle tracking system. Can you imagine the sheep? 20 years before we couldn't think. Nowadays even the sheep, they have the vehicle tracking system. So they can use the internet, they can use the signal, everything. So remember, it's all of that belongs to digital information system. আমি একটু অ্যাডভান্সলি বলবো যেটা কি মানে সামনে যে দিন আসতেছে আফটার 10 years 20 years আমাদের তো ওইটা নিয়ে কিছু চিন্তা করতে হবে যেটা হয়ে গেছে পাস্ট automation is coming, artificial intelligence. This information is the artificial intelligence, IoT, Internet of Things. You have to remember how can apply this one everywhere. I give the one example that vehicle tracking system, GPS system, is the best on the IoT. So basically, it's all of the digital information system. Digital information system. So I suggest you that keep in mind information another driver, which can change your whole business. So you have to remember this, it will change the supply chain performance. Go to the sourcing. Basically, in-house sourcing, outsourcing. I believe that you have another chapter. You know the Farhan Sharia, right? You already got him? You got the first class, he was there, right? Yeah. Hopefully, he'll come back and he'll get more idea. Basically, he is my direct student, Farhan Sharia. You got the Nurul Huda? You'll get him. You'll get him. He is my direct student as well. Okay, so what I said, the sourcing, you'll get the another chapter. In details, information you'll get it, but I just mentioned the main key point. In-house sourcing, outsourcing. I just give one example so they can understand. Suppose I already mentioned he has one campus industry, right? Please don't mind. Now you are the owner of the campus industry. So suppose his monthly capacity 5,000. He's producing 5,000 products monthly capacity. Suddenly he got the very good order. He got the very good order from the overseas 10,000 production for this month. So his production capacity 5,000. And he got the order from the China. They like to get the 10,000 products from him. So now he has the two options: in-house sourcing, outsourcing. I will explain the both, and you can decide. Okay. Now, he's the first option, in-house sourcing. So what he can do? He decided I can do one thing. I have 20 employees. I like to increase the employees. So he like to recruit the 5 employees, new employees, no experience. He decided that for this month or all 20 employees, they have to work the overtime. He decided that his all employees will work the overtime this month. Overtime is, you understand, 9 to 5 regular and then 5 to again 9. So 9 to 9. He said his all employees, you have to work the overtime, you will get the money. He's so happy, I'm giving the money. Okay. Employees, they will surprise, what is this overtime every day? How come? But he could understand. Sorry, please don't mind. And the next is the machine. You like to increase the machine. He decided he'd like to bring the 2 machine from where? India. Why India? Second hand, you can manage. Indian machine. Okay. Now he has to increase the space. 5 employees and 2 machines. So he increased the space. In-house sourcing. You see? Another option, outsource. Before going to outsource, I like to mention, in outsource, there is a lots of challenge. What kind of challenge? First challenge, he's taking the human resource, 5 human resource. So there is no guarantee whether they service or not. And no time to do the trial, right? No time for the training. He like to ask the all employees for the overtime. Do you think the employees they will feel better if they work the every day overtime? Just keep in mind. I always mention everywhere. You are the top management, show the respect to their family. Not their employees, their family. So if you show the respect to their family, they will work better for you. If you say, don't care your parents, don't care your wife, don't care your kids, you have to work, I am giving the money. Ooh. They will say, oh, no problem, sir, no problem, sir. Next say, goodbye, thank you. Because if they work every day from morning 9 to the until night 9, and they'll go to their home, if they have small kids, they cannot see. And the next day again, they're flying to the office. And again, they will work the 9 to 9. And once a day, their spouse will say, goodbye, thank you, so no need to come again. It's a normal nature. And if you have this kind of scenario in your family, you can continue the job. So, another issue. We said the 2 machine. You like to bring the 2 machine from the India. There is no issue of the efficiency level. You are not sure about the efficiency. Then we said that you have to increase the space, the rent. But who knows, after this month, you'll not get again order. So in outsourcing, there were lots of challenge. Next option, outsourcing. He is his competitor. He is competitor. He will call him. Hey, can you help me? I got the very good order. So you can take the like 5,000 products in your organization. He's excited. Oh, really? Competitor called him. He's surprised. What is this? How come? He called me. And he's excited. No problem, no problem. Okay. So then you have to do this production within 28 days and send to my factory within 28 days, and you will get the 80% of the profit, and we'll keep the 20% profit because he's giving the order to you. So no problem, no problem. He's agreed. Outsource. And now come to the question, which is better? In outsourcing, outsourcing. Are you sure? Outsourcing is better? Don't forget our culture. Don't forget our mindset. What I said that we are uncivilized. Your mindset, if I give the order to him, next time I'll not get order. He'll get my order. Oh, no, I don't want this one. The mindset. You got the point? So I like to request you, you'll take the decision, no problem, but at first change the mindset. If you like to global business is one of the policies, the networking. You have to add more networking. Supply chain part. Today, if you give the order to him, next day he will call you if he gets a good order. Even if he does not give you the order, no problem. You already get the 20% without doing anything. So who will get the benefit? You'll get the benefit. But problem is that by default, we are optimistic or pessimistic? Pessimistic. But our next generation is optimistic, alhamdulillah. I always show this kind of difference between us and our next generation. If you see, your mindset is different, and their mindset is different. We are all of the majority Muslim here, right? So do you notice one character? When you go to the mosque, during the Jummah prayer, you are using the sleeper, right? Very cheap sleeper, like 300, 400, maximum 500 times. But it is when you keep your sleeper, during the prayer, your eyes goes to the sleeper. Did you notice? Is it okay? Is that available? Okay. Mindset. You see that you are in the mosque, the place of Almighty Allah, right? You have to sacrifice the 500 taka for Allah. No problem. And you know that after, if you lose your sandal, finish. After the prayer, then start. So I like to request that what I said, that pessimistic thinking, we have to move to the optimistic thinking. And this is outsourcing the optimistic thinking. But the in-house sourcing is pessimistic thinking. So change this one. Okay, please.
So, the order of contribution next year of option employment. Contribution now have one time order definitely also.
But question is that, it is not very easy to get the confirmation for the order. And then main issue is that if you can do the on-time delivery, then there is a possibility you can get.
Quality.
And there is another one thing. There is lots of things. Okay, you can do the discussion later, no problem. No, but keep in mind the two options. In-house sourcing, outsourcing. You'll take the decision. Okay. Go to the last one, pricing. Pricing. We have a time constraint, right? Okay. So pricing, there's a different types of pricing, like the fixed pricing, then you can the bargaining pricing. What I said earlier, do you remember that Bongo Bazaar, bargaining pricing? Go to the rich man, the fixed pricing. Which one is better? Fixed price. But there are some people they love the bargaining price. And I suggest that maybe if there are different issues, they have also logic. I don't want to say they're not the correct one. They're also right. You have to decide which one will be better for you. Sourcing, outsourcing. Similarly, you have to come to the fixed price or bargaining price. But there is another pricing system I'd like to share with you before finishing today. I mentioned today the Zara. I mentioned today the Robinson. They are following the one thing, the high-low pricing strategy. What is that? Suppose the price is very high. Before the Christmas, for October, 20% discount. New Year, 30% discount. Then Chinese New Year, 20% discount. There's no New Year, no problem. There's Thai New Year, 15 days discount. And there's no occasion, day. Kind of day, Father's Day, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, Teacher's Day, 1 week discount. The main strategy, discount. High and low pricing. What I said, if you go to the Robinson, only few customers. But if there's a discount, that you can see the people they're coming with the luggage. So there's a discount strategy. So the high-low price fixing also the very good strategy you can decide. Unfortunately, we are not very used to that kind of culture. But I like to request you are the next generation, you have to lead. So you have to go to that one. When you like to increase the price, you have to follow the one thing. Our Bangladeshi culture is that within one night you can change the price. It's not the real scenario to pricing strategy. International, the pricing strategy, there is one policy I'd like to share with you before finishing. Say this one. This is the one. There's this price, suppose the $20. Now they decided they like to increase the price. They like to plan, they like to increase this price $25. What they have to do? At first, they will like do the change the leveling, $25. Then they will cut $20. What is the meaning? The earlier price $20, now the same price, but they like to show that real price $25. And then it will be there next 2 months. You can say, oh, $25, I'm getting $20, $5 discount, I have to buy. And then after two months, you can see the $25 price increase. So you have to show the indication. Okay? So that's all from here. I don't want to talk too much about this one. So before finishing, I'd like to remind you something. If you have any question, my email address is here, or if you can take my business card, you can pass the email, you'll get my full support. Okay? And you just mention ICMAB in the subject and send the email, and you'll get the reply. Okay? And next time, if I come here, then you will get my support. If you are not here, no problem. You can communicate through the email. Okay? So no more today. See you again next time. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. এটা আমি রেখে দিলাম বন্ধ করে দিই আমার তো কোনো ইয়ে নাই না চলে যাচ্ছে থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ আমার কার্ড তো আছে আপনার কাছে একটা কার্ড আছে ভিডিও মোবাইলটা আমার কাছে আছে থ্যাংক ইউ হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ